And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be first down, Washington.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Time running out here on the play clock. A first down throw for Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Starting 11 here for the offense. It's going to take some snaps here in a second. Wide receiver Pierre Garçon, always been a very good force in this league.
I agree with you totally on that. Even as a youngster, played with a fury, played with force, continues to do that now as a veteran, and knows how to mentor the younger guys.
All right, here we go.
The play clock's running down. They'll run here with Sims. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Charles Sims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
If anything, I think Joe Flacco's underrated. He's a guy who leads his team to a lot of wins during the regular season, elevates his play in the postseason, and has a Super Bowl ring as a Super Bowl MVP. Yet many times he doesn't get mentioned with the top quarterbacks in the league.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Hester, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, they run with Sims. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Terrell Suggs, a good sight there, back from another Achilles injury last season. He's able to get in and make the play. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him at defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Jordan Reed has it. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Still first down.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Sims, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
On 3rd down, Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Devin Hester. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Redskin defense. They get set for this next possession. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
We'll see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time to meet the offensive starters, and time for us to introduce you. You already know him, but Justin Forsett.
His face goes on the poster of those who just need an opportunity. A backup for much of his career. Once he received the chance to be a #1 runner, he's taken it and moved on fast.
Here's Justin Forsett, his first carry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And here's the Redskin defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
Third down now following the run. Bootleg, Flacco. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, Flacco to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now a first down following that long gain.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, Flacco now. Incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And it's third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. This one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, and in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. Green 39.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Sims. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Short yardage, Cousins. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. carry here for Terrence West. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Flacco here on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury, might miss a 2nd year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
He played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special. That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
A touchdown apiece here in this 1st quarter of play. 7-all is the score. We're back to Baltimore after this. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's got it to West on the dump off. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They come out here in the eye. Here's West. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to pound it in with West. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Now they run with Sims. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. The play clock's running down. On third down, Cousins. And able to find Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Cousins now on second down. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the offense has it first and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Second down, Cousins. Can't find anyone open. And Davis with it left side. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Green 39.
False start, offense.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second and goal. Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
They'll run again here with West. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll run it with West. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kamar Aiken, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. And last drive, they went with the bend but don't break mentality. The offense drove it down there on them, but they were able to get the stop.
And they were able to do so, it appeared, because they'd done a great job of scouting, and then everyone buying into the scouting report, understanding tendencies, being prepared. 11 guys have to win their individual battles, but they have to do it as a unit, and they did exactly that.
And obviously for the other side now, the offense looking to not just knock on the door, but get it in on this drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
Here we go now. 3:19.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Man, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. The play clock's running down. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Terrell Suggs. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Hester. The Redskins now, their defense coming back onto the field. They were picked apart really on that last drive through the air. Now 2 touchdowns against them of the passing variety here in this first half.
And momentum totally going against them right now. One way to shift it, a big sack or some sort of a takeaway. They've got to find a way to get back in balance in this game because right now they're under siege.
Yeah, they're a little bit shaken. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now West. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's brought down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Cousins now on second down. He's got time. And this one's incomplete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. The penalty on first down backs them up 5. It's now first down at 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it again with Sims. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd-and-1, here's Cousins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Blue, line it. Blue.
First down. Here's Cousins. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I can't help it. Every time I see an empty backfield, I almost revert to college football because that's an immediate alert for a quarterback draw. We don't see it as much in the NFL, and he stayed in the pocket and threw one incomplete. But I think if you got a guy with wheels, it can be a really nice play because a lot of defenses, when they see empty, they come with pressure.
And without that protection, he took a hit there, went down to the ground. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ryan Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Second down, Flacco now. His throw incomplete. Two yards to go here on third down. Looking for 2 yards here on third down. Flacco. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and 10 here for Flacco. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Ravens have been solid in the secondary to this point. The Redskins have struggled now for 2 straight weeks in the passing department, and so it just hasn't been a big part of their offense. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now first and 10, Hester is wide open, able to make the grab. And he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. Ravens tied up at 7. Third down from the 13. Quick pass and completion is made here. And this play goes for a score, which takes the lead to 10. Ravens have it late in the second. West is going to look for a gap, and he'll run it in from 38 yards out. Ravens now up by 17. Staying late in the half. Cousins going to complete the pass from the gun. Then it leads to a touchdown. Deficit shrinks to 10. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week, and what I'm seeing is the rest of his team starting to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try and make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Flacco here on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got room. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the I. Now a toss. This is West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Tackle made that time by Chris Baker.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now they try the right side here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
And now it's 2nd and goal. Now it's Taliaferro. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
4 down, 4 down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation.
Watch 82. Move 45. Watch 82. Move 45.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kamar Aiken, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, They have refined route running ability.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Play clock winding down. Throwing, Cousins, completes it right side to Dodson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go now.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Surveying the field. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 5 yards to go.
Here we go now.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds. Ruled incomplete here.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second down, Flacco now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. Third and just 1. It's Flacco. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Flacco. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Cullen Jenkins that time in on the tackle.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run with Taliaferro. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a 1st down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. On the carry, it's Taliaferro. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down following the incompletion. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Completes it right side to Dodson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Finding time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Hester. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Listen.
Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
So out now come the Redskins. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Redskins.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Let's go! 3-19!
Here's Sims on the run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2nd down and 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Third down, Flacco from the gun. He's got time. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Redskins as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Another pistol look here. Out of his end zone, Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And Brandon, is really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead. There's not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving and seal the win.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.